Each of us took one of the different questions. So I'll be presenting first, and we're going to go in the order that you see right here. So again, yeah, thank you to Marites and the whole team, and thank you to all my colleagues who are part of the Compton team. It was a really great experience, and yeah, so we'll just go ahead and go through this. My question to answer was summarize your team's overall approach to implementing changes based on OFAR. So one of the things that our team did collectively is that many of us chose to do revise our course materials, in particular, the liquid syllabus, or the decolonizing of our syllabus, or making anti-racist choices for our syllabi were something that we all tried to implement in various different ways. And one of them was a liquid syllabus. We were able to, throughout the program, share a little bit. Oops, sorry. So other things that we also did was we, beyond transforming our syllabi, was also our OER text. Each of us implementing aspects of OER, and this was, a challenge for some of us, but also some of us had been already implementing them, especially our mathematics colleagues. And so we chose OER texts and OER materials to make our classes more accessible. And in particular, thinking about the choice of authors, right? And making anti-racist choices in terms of how we're developing our coursework throughout our classes. And then we also developed OER anti-racist assessments. For my class, one of the things I did was create an e-portfolio showcase. So utilizing a non-disposable final assessment that got students to choose their own ability for the topics that interested them that would connect to their own communities. So that was one thing that I was able to do, but then we also had our colleagues who used OER textbook creation with scholars of color. So looking at and building the chapters that are not found, the anti-racist chapters or the anti-racist pages that are not found in the current OER textbooks, and actually having our students build them was what one of our colleagues also did, as well as having optional assessments for anti-racist applications as well. So how do you translate, in particular, our colleague in our team around mathematics, choosing assessments to put real-world application for statistics, right, that implement issues around race and racism in the real world. Okay, so there's my part. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next slide and open it up for Dr. Shatima Neely to present.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Shatima Neely. I teach chemistry at Compton College, and I am talking about how we involved our students in our OFAR efforts. So as David mentioned, we revised course materials, and so engaging the students with being able to help us revise those materials was kind of a theme that we had. We engaged students in discussion about anti-racism also. When asking them to help revise the course materials, we had them focus on, as David mentioned, finding parts that we can include maybe in a textbook that featured scholars of color or cultural elements related that they got to choose on their own. Something that we all were impacted by was having non-disposable assignments with our students. And so that was something that kind of guided us. We also asked our students to provide feedback, both formally and informally, such as asking them all to participate in the OFAR student survey that was sent out, and also conducting our own sort of in-class surveys. And then informally, I know, for example, for myself, I had my students revising the textbook, and I would ask them throughout the entire process, how was it? Let me know how this could be changed in some way, and just trying to get their understanding and their feedback along the whole time. And then I'll send that to the next person.
Thank you, Shatima. My name is Gayatri Manikandan. I teach math. So this whole year, what we have learned and what we have practiced, we want to share it with our campus community. So we want to tell them why we are doing what we are doing and how we are doing. So what we did was we kind of showcased in a roundtable discussion, and we invited the whole faculty, the campus faculty and managers and administrators to attend this. So that we all feel experience awareness of what's happening, what are the advantages of pedagogy, because as James mentioned, we have a goal of having at least 85% of all our courses to be OER and make ZTC sections. So we want to kind of bring the awareness, hey, everybody, like there is a lot of advantages for doing this, and also create a anti-racist campus culture where we can be more culturally responsible, inclusive, and increase our students' belonging, right? So we want to first make sure our campus members are aware of this, and then we do through our roundtable panel discussion, we showcased what we did, and also like when you want to do some changes, it's not easy. It's just like our mindset. We don't want to do any changes to anything. Everything fine. Also the action part. So we just showed them, like, you know, start with small changes, and also we are here to train and share the resources that we have used with others, and also we want to involve our students in this process. So these are the stuff that we have shared with our colleagues, and there was a lot of interest. It was an interesting discussion we had. Faculty came forward to learn how to create the liquid syllabus, and we shared the resources and those kind of stuff. So all these small little changes put together will create a big impact. So I'm passing on to the next person, that's Sarah George. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm really just building off of what Tree just covered. Our next steps are really to continue what we started with that roundtable. We need to continue working with some of the people we've already been working with, our PD manager and our distance education coordinator, but also reaching out to some of our other committees on campus, including faculty development, professional learning and engagement committee, and some of our PD liaisons that we have on campus. So just continuing that outreach to the movers and shakers for our PD on campus. And then continuing opportunities. We started talking about these in our last team meeting together, doing some more of those roundtable or brown bag sessions because we didn't get to share everything in our limited time. So just having more opportunities to talk to others about everything that we learned in this program. Or even starting our own Compton College OFAR program with, you know, a small cohort of people and kind of going through the materials that we went through here to share with others and to collaborate on some of the things that we've been working on as well. And that's what I have for this one. So I'll hand it off to I think our final slide.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jose Villalobos. I'm also a math professor, and I also use the OER. I mean, I focus on statistics, which is the most common class we're teaching these days. So I'm supposed to answer what impact do you hope to have for your institution in the future? Well, I'm very hopeful. I'm hoping for many things, but mainly I hope that we create a more inclusive, equitable, and empowering educational experience for our students. Like many people mentioned already, widespread adoption of OER resources. Like me, particularly, I created a whole textbook for my class. That's what I use, and the students can use it for free. And I'm planning to do that for other courses too. I'm hoping that there is an increase overall, especially in the math department, to include open pedagogy. I start myself getting into, and I'm hoping to get more immersed in that, and hopefully the whole institution does it too. And that we have an annual professional development related to OFAR. So that's what I'm hoping. So, and I want to thank everybody for everything you did for us. We really appreciate being selected for this. I really think the Compton College will really benefit with this program. And That's it.